All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bean Apple Week 17. This is it. This is the end of the fantasy season. Hopefully, you guys are in the championship. Unfortunately, none of us are. Me and John are playing for third, trying to get our money back. But we've got a big matchup. We'll see. Let me bring the chat up. I know we will have Mark, and hopefully, Mike jumps on as well for the championship in our league. He just Mark narrowly took me down by about 50 points. It was one of the most brutal ass beatings I've ever had in fantasy. God, whatever could his team went like everybody scored over 20 points on his team last week. It was insane. But congratulations to both of them. Can't wait to see who wins the Bean Apple 2021 season. It's going to be a fun one, but yeah, we're here to help you guys hopefully win yours. So giving out a ton of good advice. I think Jim, the accountant up there, did a lot of number crunching and came up with about a 96% success rate, roughly. But you know, with stats, you can make them say whatever you want. So
Sure.
But it's very, very accurate, 96%. Very, very close. So
I got a magic pencil I use.
is it that Apple one that just connect? Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So yeah, so we're gonna break down each week or each game this week, preview them, obviously answer all your fantasy questions, get you the best lineup that you can possibly have to make you win. Long story short. So with that, Jim, it's good to have you back. John,
Good to be back.
steadfast as always.
Morning. Morning, middle brother. He just said hi, so
Hey,
Yep.
Shani.
Morning, Shaney. All right, so let's get to it. 1 hour to go. So I want to see where I want to start. I haven't seen Mark yet, so let's.
Shane,
Did you have to
crunch
really?
those?
Did you have to?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
a lot of.
Did you
lot of
crunch them
crunching.
before or after last year ended? That's all I'm gonna ask.
I hope you didn't stay up too late crunching those numbers.
How long did it take to crunch that to figure that out?
Man,
Especially with
definitely-
Glennon, right? With Glennon
But
starting
it's so
again
nice
today,
having a
right?
brother that's a complete asshole. It really is. I love it.
can't imagine where that apple fell from, huh?
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh man. All right, so let's let's see. I don't want to go there yet. Yeah, let's skip that. Here we go. Let's go let's start the day. Chiefs Bengals. Very exciting game, I think, to start the slate off. Talk about that. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is out, but it looks like everybody on Cincy is good to go this week. So can Cincy upset the Chiefs and slow down this hot streak that the Chiefs are on without Mr. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, which I don't really think matters in life. But what do you guys think in this one?
So I think it's more of which defense is going to play better. I hate to sound like Mr. Obvious,
You're
but
going-
I mean,
you're going
Kansas
defense
City's
in this one,
defense, though. Well, so Kansas City's D, man, they've been playing pretty tough. You know, I thought they carried Kansas City a little bit when their offense was struggling. I mean, there was weeks when we were talking about Kelsey and Hill getting zero love. I mean, last game, what would they score? 40 points, and Tyreek Hill had 2 catches, and that destroyed my fantasy hopes. I
Yes.
should be in a championship game instead of a third place game, but that's okay. And Alex, I was just going to say that, man, they've been consistent all year. I'll tell you what, I think I'm going Kansas City in this one, only because I think Kansas City's D is a little bit better. Clyde Edwards-Helaire really isn't much of a factor. That's an offense that you can plug any running back in. Fine. I'm going to go Kansas City. I think this is one of the biggest games of the day besides Dallas, with the amount of implications on the line. You know, if Kansas City wins, they lock up number 1. I think that's an accurate statement. If they win today, they lock up number 1. Like Joe Burrow, I do. I think Cincy will have a decent game, but I think it's going to be too much Kansas City today. They've been playing really well.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, I'm rooting for Cincy. I'd like to see them do it. But, I mean, how can you go against KC when they're healthy? You just can't do it. I mean, they're just too potent. And it's funny because the line has come down 2 points, right? It was 5, and it's even odd that it started at only 5.5. It's down to 3.5 now. So I think, whether they're trying to get you to just go that way or whatever, but I wouldn't be surprised if Cincy pulls it out. I mean, I feel like KC's going to win, but I feel like Cincinnati has a shot here to upset the Chiefs. But even, like you said, Edwards-Helaire isn't that big of a loss, but the rest of the team looks healthy. I think KC wins. But I wouldn't be surprised if Cincy upsets him.
Yeah. I mean, not at all. I think this, in recent memory, I should say, is probably the most important game Cincinnati has played since probably that Carson Palmer game that he got knocked out in the playoffs against the Steelers. I mean, this is one of those games that can really define what this team is. I mean, you're this late in the season, you're trying to lock up your division, and you're going up against potentially the number 1 seed in the AFC. I mean, it's huge for them. If they get blown out of this game, it's one of those that could just destroy everything, like derail what's confidence and everything. So this is a must-win game for the Bengals. I mean, besides the fact that your division is at stake, this is going to define what this team is and what they're capable of. And I feel like that is going to be what pushes them over. I don't think Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are going to allow a loss. I feel like it's one of those games where they know they have to win, they know how to win, and they are going to win. So I'm going to stay on the Bengals bandwagon here. I've been on it most of the season, but when you see what they did last week, why not? Why can they not win this game? I mean, they went and, granted the Ravens had nobody last week, but Hundley's been playing pretty good in Lamar's stead, and they blew them out. I mean, that was a division game that they blew the doors off. 20-point victory at Baltimore too, right? No, sorry, that was at home. 20-point victory at home. Now you got it again, and I like the Bengals in this one, so I'm going to stick with it. Justin, I don't know. Justin doesn't come in.
No,
we need Justin on here, so
he should be on. You think this is like, how much better does it get for him than this, right?
This is.
I haven't even heard from him yet.
Really?
From him yet.
Is he at the game?
Yeah.
Maybe he went to the game.
I think my daughter worked last night. She works thirds, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Alex, real quick, I'm not. I mean, either or. I think Foreman has a bigger upside. It is going to rain. Me and Shane were talking about it earlier. It is going to be raining in Tennessee, so maybe a big ground game. But obviously, there's some potential for Williams to pick up some slack there. He does have 453 yards rushing this year, and not very active in the passing game. He's a couple catches here or there, so I guess it depends if it's a PPR or not. Upside there for receiving. To me, that's kind of a coin flip. Probably Foreman. God, it's hard.
That's
actually I'd probably go.
Williams.
Tennessee's playing Miami today. Tough D there. Miami's on a roll. Yeah, I'd probably go Williams too.
Yeah. I think that'll be more of a passing game against the Dolphins than running. So I'd go with Williams in that one. All right, so that's our first game. Let's actually transition right into that game. Dolphins at the Titans. So we kind of just teased it a little bit. Very nice segue there, John. Alex, thank you. I don't know if you've got the script, but nice one. Dolphins at the Titans. Titans 10-5. Like Shaney said, they have to win to keep their number 1 seed hopes alive, which they could overtake if the Bengals could pull it off. But going against the Dolphins, first team in Super Bowl era history, or I think ever actually, that has had a 7-game losing and winning streak in a season. That's impressive.
That's something, isn't it? Are you going to switch John and I? Because we're out of order here.
Oh, is that if it's bugging you? Yes.
Yeah,
So,
I can't concentrate. Okay,
All
now.
right.
Cool,
there we go.
man. I was
All right.
dizzy way down there. I was dizzy way down there.
John, your neck's starting to hurt from
Yeah.
looking up.
Yeah, from
Yep.
looking up. I feel like the Brady Bunch when they look up. I'm used
Yeah.
to looking like right and down, not up and right and left. It's weird.
Sorry, guys.
There you go. Now everything's right.
All right, everything's right in the world and on this show, and back to Miami. So 8-7, like I said, 7-game winning streak currently. Really trying to keep those playoff hopes alive, and they are on the cusp. But do they win this game and keep that hope alive, or do the Titans shut it down?
I think Miami wins this one. I hate to say it because it hurts the Shane, I was just gonna say that. I think Miami's D is gonna be too much. Tannehill's not having the same year he's had. He's really not.
Mhm.
Titans have lost 3 out of their last 5. I know they won 4 or 5 straight before, but or they're gonna Derrick Henry will be back come playoff time. I guess he's already running full speed. So he will be back for the playoffs. I'm sure Tennessee, I think they finish the year with Houston, so they should win that game. I think 11 wins will get you in, of course. They're actually winning their conference right now. So
Right, yeah, they're winning.
But
I don't think the Colts.
I really like Miami right now. Waddle, I think if Waddle had more touchdowns, he would catapult Chase and Mac Jones for Rookie of the Year. I truly do. I know he has 90 and Chase has like 60, but if you start looking at yards per catch, Chase has some yards. So that's what discrepancy is in touchdown. I think Chase is on top right now. Next is and Jalen Waddle, but I'll get off the Waddle kick. I think the defensive play, I think they're going to stop Tennessee. It's going to come down to Missy. My middle brother feels the same way about Mr. Tannehill that I do, and I think Tennessee's going to take a step back this week.
Yeah, I'm with you. So Julio Jones is out, right? Okay, his hamstring's better. Now he has COVID.
Yep.
Okay, so either way, he can't play again. I know Shaney loves when I talk about him because Julio Jones is out all the time. But I'll tell you, I like Waddle. I mean, the game I think last week they put him in the slot, they swing him out. He's on the left, he's on the right. Everybody knows it's going to him. He's still open. It's incredible the routes this guy can run, and I think they're just going to utilize him even more today. Not a fan of Tennessee. I think Miami wins. I think they go to Tennessee and they win the game. They go to an 8-game win streak today.
So this is a huge game, as John was just alluding to, because next week, if the Dolphins win this game and the Colts could beat the Raiders, teaser for the next game, they will both be 10-6. Colts have the Jaguars and the Titans have Houston, like you said. So what a week 17 for somebody to pull an upset, battling for the division. That's going to be a really fun one to watch. We'll see if we think the Colts are going to win this week as well. But really setting up for a very interesting outcome here. So,
and also, Joe, like you said, week 17, Patriots are in Miami. Both teams at 10-6 potentially. That is huge. And we suck down in Miami. Just suck down there. So trust me, I don't want to see Miami win. But if Miami wins, that's going to put them at 9-7. I'm assuming the Pats are going to beat Jacksonville, but never assume. If they can pull out, they'll have that one game, and it'll come down to the last week potentially for the playoffs.
Right, but then if Dolphins beat them, they'll have the series sweep or the season sweep against them as well. So
there may be 3 teams, Joe, from the AFC East this year in the playoffs. Even though your Jets are at the bottom, hey, man, you can always say we're a young up-and-coming team, but we also had to play 6 games against playoff teams.
Right, it's going to be you're welcome.
Playoffs.
So for 6 free wins.
Good morning, Michael. Good luck today too, by the way, in your Super in our Super Bowl.
Talk about playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
All right, but like I was going with the Dolphins, though, I think you're kind of underselling Jalen Waddle for Rookie of the Year, kind of like Jim was alluding to. Like I think he is the reason they are on a 7-game winning streak. I mean, he is so instrumental to the turnaround of this team because who else on the team is doing anything? Their running game is horrendous. Yeah. They have had no other healthy wide receivers consistently in and out every week. Gesicki as well. He had a couple good games early on, but then kind of faded off. He's in and out, but I think Jalen Waddle is the entire reason the Dolphins are in the conversation for the playoffs right now. And I think without Jamar Chase, the Bengals would still be in the playoff conversation. I mean, they still have enough good weapons around to still be in it, but I think without Waddle, the Dolphins might have won, maybe 3 or 4 games.
No, so. and maybe, I mean, I don't know, but I start looking at the sheer numbers. Yeah, Waddles should go over 100 receptions this year, which is huge. He has 5 touchdowns right now. Okay, Michael. You know what? Just get off now. Start Jarrett Patterson today and get off the show, please. But I mean, he could be. It wouldn't surprise me. And Shaney and I have talked about this a few times now about Mac winning the Rookie of the Year. And Shaney brings up a good point too. How many rookie quarterbacks take their team to the playoffs? Never mind what he's done the last 2 or 3 weeks. Just throw that out. What rookie quarterback has started a playoff game?
Well,
it just doesn't happen a lot. Just doesn't happen. That's all.
No, but you look at the team that he went to. Like if
well, they also won 6-7 games last year, and everybody.
They won 7 games.
Who on this show predicted them to win 10 games this year? Just me. So they are exceeding expectations. At least you guys.
I think I had them winning 9.
You guys should have listened to me. Yep.
I had them at 9 and 8, I think.
But they were a solid team as opposed to where the other rookie quarterbacks went. So that's usually why you don't see rookie quarterbacks in the playoffs because they're getting drafted
Miami
by
was a playoff
teams.
team last year. Miami was a playoff team last year. Expectation coming in, they had higher expectations.
Right, was still high.
Than New England.
Yeah, I agree. But that was almost a. We talked about it. We didn't believe in Miami as much as everybody else did because of how they got to the playoffs with this weird Fitzpatrick a couple weeks, then Tua, then Tua comes out in the third quarter, Fitzy comes in. It was just this whole weird dynamic, and really seeing what Tua had this year was what was really going to dictate what this team did. But I think the Patriots still had a better foundation built for Mac to go in, and like you said, they won a game with 2 passes. I mean, really, 2 passes and a scramble throw.
Agreed.
You don't do that. You don't win those games. So it's not like Mac Jones is putting that team on his shoulders and carrying them to the playoffs. Like Jalen Waddle is. That's kind of where I think the separation is. But I actually like Jarrett Patterson. On a side note,
over Pollard. Over Pollard.
Is Zeke out?
I actually like Foreman. No, but
he's not out.
Been getting the love lately.
Yeah,
I'd probably go Foreman, but Foreman didn't have a great game against San Francisco last week.
I will say I picked up Patterson and I plugged him in. I mean, I did plug him in over Chuba Hubbard. So to put it into perspective, Washington is playing
Dallas.
Eagles.
I mean, Eagles. Yeah.
So not a scary defense. It is a home game, so. I don't know. Jarrett Patterson's.
Yeah.
He has the potential to do something good, and really in the playoffs.
Well,
Tony Pollard and Deontay Foreman. What you're not getting excited about that? If Zeke was out, Pollard definitely. But
Zeke hasn't been doing anything either. Zeke is lucky to get 40 or 50 yards. He's not getting a lot of touches. He's not getting a lot of yards.
But Patterson's the number 1 this week, so he's not losing 50 yards to Zeke or anybody else. And Deontay Foreman just very uninspiring. But
what with Patterson is looking at last week's loss to Dallas, where he did play a lot. He had 0 receptions last 56-14 blowout. He's going to get a lot of passes. That's a tough one. I'd say you guys.
Yeah.
Like Patterson, I'd probably say Foreman.
All right. Well,
not saying I'm
Michael,
right.
come back next week and tell us how you did.
Yeah, well, and who you picked, because you didn't really get a straight answer.
Yeah. Or actually, just type it in right now. Who you going with?
Foreman. Yeah.
All
I
right.
would take
I'm
looking
saying
at-
Patterson.
I'm
Jim's-
saying Pollard. There you go. There you
Yes.
go.
Yes.
Throw
All right.
a dart at the screen and see who you hit.
I like it.
All right. So, Mike, who you starting? Let us know. And yeah, the Jags might pull the upset today. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they're sleeping on them.
Oh, yeah. Come on, stop it. Stop it.
You gave me Foreman last week.
Oh,
You did
and I wasn't on
6.
last week, so that wasn't me.
Yeah.
That must have been one of those two guys.
I think it was you. It was
Patterson.
it was
If
you.
Joe said Patterson, sit him.
Hey, I might not know a lot
Remember
about
who you're
football,
taking.
but I'm pretty decent at fantasy. So I don't know. What does your
I'm
magic
not a
pencil say?
smart
I mean,
man.
Tony Pollard.
all right. I like Patterson in this one, so we'll see if I'm right or wrong. But all right, so let's talk about. We just talked about the Titans. Let's talk about Raiders Colts. Another huge matchup. 8-7 Raiders. They are trying to hold on to one of those last remaining threads that are hanging down for a playoff spot, but you got them. You got the Colts 9-6. Again, Colts trying to hunt down the Titans, and also trying to hold on to one of those wild card spots. 8.5-point favorites at Indy. Do the Colts pull this one out and tie the Titans at 10-6 at the top of their division?
I think Jonathan Taylor's going to run through, around, up, down, all around that defense today. I know Carson Wentz is playing. He cleared the COVID protocol, so no report if he was sick or not, if he was had symptoms. I don't know because it's 5 days now, regardless. So I'm assuming he didn't have it, but. Why wouldn't you run Jonathan Taylor today? I know he's 9,100 in DraftKings, but my goodness, I think he's going to have couple touchdowns at least. I think the Colts are on a roll right now. You were talking earlier, Joe. Tennessee better be careful because if Tennessee loses today, Colts will win. They called Rivers. Last week early to see if he'd come back.
Yep.
I don't think it would shock anybody if we seen back and win that division. Quite honestly, he slipped up. I know they played Houston last week.
Hey,
I think
Houston,
Indy's the better
though.
team. Yes, you're right. You never know.
Yeah.
Mills is a madman out there. So
He's playing very well.
Very good. Very, very good. So I'm taking Indy over the road. They won last week, but I just playing at Indy. They're not playing at home, and I think Taylor's going to run like wild.
Do you think they called Andrew Luck too? I mean, he's younger, right? He's younger. He's probably
would.
Yeah, I mean,
he's in a field.
Has a harder time. He has a harder time getting out of bed than I do in the morning. I think, though, and he's younger than me. So.
He's in a field reenacting like the doing the Civil War reenactments.
Is that what he does?
Yes, something.
Yeah. Did you see like that was like his like if you look at I don't even know if he's on Twitter anymore, but that was the big thing is when he was playing and on Twitter like it was like Colonel at the end or was it Captain? I don't know, whatever it is, but he had like a military rank with his name and like he was dressed in like the old like world like Revolutionary War style.
Really?
He's all into like and he would write like his mom letters but like from using verbiage from that time period.
Really?
Yeah,
no,
really.
He moved to
really
Gettysburg, or
he might. I don't know. Maybe he bought Gettysburg. He's got enough.
I mean,
money,
he made some money. Yeah, he really did.
He did pretty good. He did pretty good for himself. But yeah, that was his thing. He was all into like Civil War era, everything. Just consumed. Yeah, that's probably why he just decided like, yeah, football's not worth it. Let me go out there and fire the fake cannon and
wear a wig. Yeah, great.
yeah, right. So anyway, all right, way off topic.
Yeah,
but
We're out
fun
right
history
now. I don't even know where we are right now.
Fun history lessons for you kids out there.
That's right.
Andrew Luck, little crazy, but
so Colts get a playoff spot with a win. Raiders have Waller out. I agree with John. What I think would be something though would be really cool. So I think every team today at the start of the game is going to have a moment of silence for John Madden, right?
Yeah.
So I think it would be something if the Raiders can pull out a win and dedicate it to Madden, and have a kind of a rally around that. That would be something to really get that win and keep the Colts out, or at least make it harder for them.
Yeah.
Although I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Colts are too strong. I think Taylor's too strong. Like you said, I don't know how bad Wentz is. I don't know if he was affected or not, if he's fully healthy, but he did clear. But I think the Colts are too strong to win, to lose. Colts are too strong to lose.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But this is one of those games that the Raiders somehow
they
win.
could rally around that.
I mean, they are an 8. They are 1 win shy of the Colts going into this game. So it's not like they're a bad team, and this is what the Raiders do. They win those games that you're like, nope, this one's over. Colts got it, move on, and then all of a sudden it's 27-17, and you're like, what just happened? Yeah. So, but I'm gonna agree with you guys. I do agree with this one. You run Jonathan Taylor a lot and often, and we'll see what Wentz has got, but he can't be that bad if he's back already, right? So I mean, the COVID bug could not have gotten him too bad. I wouldn't think, but again, he's defying everything we thought going into this year. Didn't think he'd even make it through the season. He started off with the ankle injury that was supposed to keep him out, and he didn't miss a game. So good for him. But yeah, let's go Colts across the board. Still have not seen Mark, but let's talk Falcons Bills here.
Mark's at church.
Oh, yeah, well, he's probably praying for a fantasy win with all the shit talking he's done this year. So he knows he's angered the football gods mightily with all of his shit talking, which is why the Bills have fallen off so bad. But anyway, Falcons Bills. This should be a burial for this bird, right? I mean, it's just 14-point favorites at home. Falcons have to go up there to Buffalo. It's gonna be a rough one, I think, for the Falcons this week.
There's a snowstorm in Buffalo today.
And snowing.
Stephon Diggs, Debo. So Debo looks unbelievable. Mm-hmm. I would definitely have Debo in there.
And Chase.
San Fran, although Garoppolo's out there, right? So
Debo's been running the ball a lot, so I'd probably take him. I mean, and
he's like Cordell Patterson now. He does everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He usually runs for more than he catches. So
right.
I would go
Stephon Diggs, though. That's a tough.
Not in a snowstorm. Not against this team. I mean, they're
playing Atlanta though, right? Oh, Chase for sure. I think the question would be between Diggs and Debo, like Jim said, because of no Jimmy G. So you got what?
Yeah, but Debo runs the ball.
Well,
they
probably will use carries,
Debo. They'll probably use him even more if Jimmy G's out.
Yeah, no, very true. I would say Chase and Debo.
Chase and Samuel, yeah.
Oh, without
it's just tough sitting Diggs, though, boy. I bet you Diggs has a big game.
But with that weather and 14-point favorites, it might be a pretty easy victory. Anyway, let's see okay. So yeah, Bills Falcons. While we're talking about Stephon Diggs, so what do you think in this one? 9-6, 7-8. I don't know how the Falcons have won 7 games. That in itself.
I don't know when that happened because I think every week we're on, they lose. So how? Right. We're on every week.
Yeah, right. I don't know which 7 they've won.
No one knows. I don't think anybody knows.
It's insane. But what do you think? I'm assuming we all like the Bills, but is there anything to get excited about in this game? Anything you're looking to target, or especially daily?
Maybe Cordell Patterson. You know what I mean? Is he's obviously going to have a big game for Atlanta to have any chance of winning. Matt Ryan's an indoor quarterback, but it's not like he's never played in the snow. He played at BC for a while, so. I'm going Buffalo, but the over/under is 46, probably because of the weather, I'm guessing. But I like Buffalo in this. I want Atlanta to win because that will potentially catapult us into first in the East. I would like a home game in the playoffs if we get there. So But I'm taking Buffalo. Buffalo should win, but they also should have won against Jacksonville. And I'm going to say that every time somebody said, who did the Patriots beat? I'm going to bring up the fact that Buffalo lost to Jacksonville. All I'm going to say.
Let's make sure you guys get past Jacksonville first.
Hey, I can say it now because we beat them.
This might be the last time. Yeah.
Shit. I mean, the Jets beat them. If we don't beat, okay, I'm going to say that. So Buffalo beat them. Buffalo lost to Jacksonville. Miami beat Jacksonville. Now it's our turn. And then the only team in the AFC East to lose to Jacksonville will be the Buffalo Bills. So Buffalo fans, shut your mouths.
And the Jets beat them with everybody on COVID.
That's what I mean. And the Jets were trying to give it to them last week.
They were.
You know?
We're going for the worst fourth down calls.
Terrible. They were like, come on, man, just take the ball and score, please. We want a better draft pick.
4th and 18. We're going for it. Yeah.
Who was the coach? Peterson of the Jets last week, trying to throw that game. But anyways, no, I like Buffalo, man. It's hard to bet against Buffalo right now. They're looking good, but I mean, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, I think it's going to depend. I mean, I don't know what that. I mean, right now where I am, it's 55 degrees out.
That's what I mean. So it's warm.
I didn't know Buffalo was having a snowstorm today, but if it is, snowing heavy and windy, and it's another repeat of the Buffalo New England game, then I'm taking the points and taking Atlanta and thinking it's probably going to be a close game. And who knows, Buffalo could be looking past them too, and all of a sudden Atlanta hangs around and pulls out a win, because Buffalo has been inconsistent with games that they should blow out, and they're heavy favorites. They end up losing, and I mean, it's like, Jacksonville.
You mean against Jacksonville?
I think they lost to Jacksonville.
I think so. Didn't they lose to Jacksonville?
Where's Trevor? Is he on?
God, I wish.
Yeah, I mean, you look on paper and it looks like there's no way Buffalo can lose, but I wouldn't lay the 14.5. No way. Yeah, I think it's a closer game than that. I think it's a closer game, especially with the weather. But I think Buffalo squeaks out a win.
Yeah. I do agree. So we'll sweep this one, Bills across the board. But I do think, John, I really like I don't know if you're pairing this, but your idea of Cordell Patterson in this game, because he should be everything for the Falcons in this one.
Yeah.
You pair him up in daily with Jonathan Taylor, you could have a monster running back combination right there. Yep. Absolute monster.
God, I wish the Giants got him. I wish the Giants. Judge wanted him. Judge had history with him in New England, and I was hoping he was coming here. Patterson, oh, God, I would have loved to have him.
Was Patterson in New England?
Yeah, he played in New England on the Patriots.
Really?
Yeah.
I only remember him playing in Minnesota.
Oh, he played in Chicago?
Chicago, New England. Where else did he play? And now Atlanta.
I guess he hasn't mattered. Yeah, he just hasn't mattered for like the better part of a decade.
Well, I think they used him
him running back. Yeah,
I think they were only using him as like a kick returner, punt return, that kind of stuff. And now they're realizing, wait a minute, like Debo, we can use this guy everywhere.
Right. Yeah, that's all I remember Cordell Patterson doing is kickoff, and that's about it. He was like a number 4 wide receiver outside of that, and it turns out just using people.
Oh, okay, he's sitting Debo.
I'm going with Diggs and Chase. Okay.
Michael. It's really not I mean, it's not a terrible play at Stephon Diggs.
Right.
I mean,
but like he said right below, there's a snowstorm. If it's snowing,
I want to look at there. I want to look at this.
If
it's 25 degrees and raining right now.
It shows
Buffalo.
How is it raining? How is it raining 5 degrees? An inch or two.
It's raining ice.
Flurries.
Snowstorm.
It's
inch or two.
No flurries right now.
Wind 8 miles an hour.
I mean, that's Buffalo football level.
15.
So
which is surprising that they don't consider a running game to be a strong priority for them.
Yeah, but they didn't run the ball against New England that week. You know what I mean? So
they can't. They just can't run the ball.
Yeah, they can't run it. So and who are they going to throw it to? Diggs. Diggs is their primary target. Has to
be. All right. Well, then just find a way to stick Debo in your flex then. He's got to be better than your flex player.
Right, who's the flex guy?
It's got to be.
He's got to be your flex guy.
Debo Samuel is fucking – he's incredible.
I agree.
Yeah, he probably does have Waddle. And if that's the case, man, your team's too good, and you don't need our help. Like, just whoever you're playing has nobody. Yeah. Anyway, Bills for sure, but I would love to do a daily with those two running backs and stick Debo in one of those massive points. Oh, no flux. It must be an ESPN league. Those suck. Anyway, wait. So three wide receivers. You're fine. You're perfectly fine. You got three wide receivers right there. Here we go. Max Hunt, what's up, man? Well, apparently you just missed the entire diatribe that we just had on Cordell Patterson, man. Like, get him in that game. Like,
I like Cordell. Cordell all day long.
Weather's going to be rough. It's going to be a ground game, and he is one of the best. So definitely go with Cordell Patterson for the win, and then subscribe and thank us for it. That's all. That's all we can ever ask for. Really.
Subscribe and thank us for it.
Oh, Devontae.
Oh, he's got Devontae too.
Jesus,
Oh,
Michael.
Jesus.
Like, how
Are you the only one in the league?
win?
He's the only one in the league.
What are you in, a 4-team league and all four you guys?
How do you have Devontae
Jesus.
Adams, Diggs, Chase, and Debo? How?
Sorry, man.
That should be impossible.
He's got Aaron Rodgers and he's
come
sitting
on.
Patrick Mahomes.
and release Tom Brady earlier.
Yeah, his fantasy season went off the rails when McCaffrey went down too.
Yeah.
What kind of league is that? I need to know what kind of league that is.
Incredible. And I don't even know what the rest of your bench looks like.
That's why no, you don't need a running back. Put Deebo Samuel in there. You'll be fine.
Yeah, he should be flexed. He should be able to do two, just like Cordero Patterson. You should be able to play them in both positions. Yeah, if you have more carries than the running back on your team, you should instantly get running back eligibility. He does have Rodgers.
Say, how many teams are in this league, Michael? Can I get in it? Tell me it's like a 5 league. I want in.
This is like a bad Netflix comedy special right here. Let me tell you about my fantasy team.
Let me tell about my fan team.
Yeah, I'm over here like, should I start Chuba Hubbard or Jarrett Patterson this week?
I picked up as a quarterback for me today.
Yeah. An embarrassment of riches, Michael.
I'm in a 2 quarterback.
So, all right. So interesting here, but 12 teams. I can't talk about this anymore.
I don't get it.
It's not true. This Michael Traficante guy is completely made up. It's not even. Is this like this is Jim's internet persona here?
Yeah, I think this is a plot.
He's just fishing for a credit card information to join this 12-team league that nobody plays.
Right. What's the last 4 of your social?
Right. Mother's maiden name. Tell me about your first pet. So, anyway, Buffalo 46-point over under. Let's shift on to the next game. Giants at Buffalo 36-point over under in this game.
Giants at Buffalo.
Giants and Bears. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Please.
36-point over under. Is it even possible to have an over under that low?
It's gonna be 10 to 9. It's gonna be 10 to 9.
10 to 9. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
For
this
which
game
team?
Shouldn't even be on TV.
For which team?
I'm going to say Chicago wins 10-9. With Glennon playing and Dalton playing. And, I hope, we're going back to the site of Barkley getting injured, right? I'm hoping, I'd love to just see them let Barkley sit, right? There's some talk about maybe him being traded, even maybe to Buffalo in the offseason. Buffalo needs a running back. I would like to just see him sit. There's no sense in even playing him now. Glennon's in there. Let Booker play. And, Galladay's trying to get his first touchdown of the year. He's never had a season where he hasn't had one touchdown. How can he have no TDs? What do we give him? 30, 40 million guaranteed? Yeah. He doesn't have one touchdown for us? Come on.
That's an interesting stat. I wasn't tracking that one.
Yeah, so he doesn't have any. Wow. So if you have him on your team, drop him. It's incredible that I think the Giants with Glennon have no chance. 10-9 Chicago.
Whew. My God. All right, hold on. Let's flex over here to Jared Black's question. Pick running back 2 and a flex. Singletary, Damian Harris, Rashad Penny. So
I would
Harris
take
banged
Penny.
up?
Penny should be at the first of your list. I think last couple games he's been killing it and they're playing Detroit today at Seattle. And Russell Wilson hasn't been playing great. So Harris
definitely.
is playing, but so is Stevenson. So cut
Harris
Harris's
is
touches
questionable,
probably 10, 15. So you're going to be
he's still
touchdown dependent.
Yeah.
They are playing Jacksonville, though. So I predict a lot of Stevenson towards the second half. That's just me. But I hate Singletary, too. So,
yeah. But it's a snow game, so if we're saying one side's going to run the ball well, does the other?
I mean, Singletary, let me see what his numbers are the last couple of games. They haven't been running the ball a lot.
No.
12,
They never
22,
do.
4, 10, and 15 carries. I would, you know what? I would start Harris and Penny. I'd roll the dice with Harris.
Allen will probably have more yards running than Singletary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. You can't trust. You can't put Singletary in over those 2 other running backs.
No, you can't.
You just can't. They're just better.
Even with Stevenson back.
No. And Harris is the better running back. It's just.
Yeah.
I don't think
And
it really
Alex,
matters.
I would look at Green Bay, playing Green Bay. They are playing. It's going to be 7 degrees, and that Cousins is out.
Yeah.
They're playing
Cousins
a
is out.
7-year veteran who hasn't played in I don't know how many years. So I'd roll the dice with Green
Packers
Bay.
defense. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yep.
Kind of telling that they won't start Kellen Mond either. That was kind of interesting. You'd think you got a rookie. He's been sitting on the bench all year. I know it's not the best place to start, but that's why you drafted these guys, right? I don't know.
Yep.
Good luck today, Jared. Thank you.
Absolutely. Hopefully this is a championship that you're trying to win.
Yeah.
But definitely subscribe. Come back next week. Let us know how you did, and hopefully it's a W. So, but we're like we said at the beginning of the show, about 96% accurate on all of our predictions. So you're in really good hands. So
Oh yeah.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
yeah, we're basically 3 Allstate agents. All right.
So tell me one of you guys are taking the Giants today. I mean, but these teams, I mean, the Giants have the Chicago pick too, right? So Giants have 4 wins. Chicago, I think, has 5. I mean,
that was a big win by the Bears last week
oh
for
my
the
God,
Jets
that
as
was
well.
ridiculous. Foles comes back and throws that. How did the guy even catch that ball over the shoulder?
catch.
He was laying in the air
What a
over the
catch.
other guy.
One
to catch
hand
that. That's
all the way
crazy.
down. Ball didn't move at all.
What are they even fighting for the win for?
I like the Bears today winning. I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd maybe go a half a point, Shaney. That's the safest you could go besides a money line. Do they even have a half? Why not just go money line? Is it better odds with a half?
Well, on a teaser, so it was 6.5, so he gets 6 points. Right,
Right,
Two
but
team
I just
But he's still minus a half. That's basically just saying that they're going to win.
Yeah.
man, this is one of those, like the Giants. I don't know what it is with the Giants this year. They cannot field a healthy team.
No,
It's almost
It's been
it's
terrible.
shocking, absolutely shocking to see. You look at the list of inactives today. Darius Slayton's out. Colin Johnson's out. I don't even know who that is, but it's still noteworthy enough to list it because wide receiver, John Ross, wide receiver out.
Tony's missed half the year.
Kadarius Toney, wide receiver out. It's all Galladay. Like that's
it.
That's the only person that they have on this team.
I
Evan Ingram.
I think Rudolph is questionable, so Ingram's in there.
Yeah.
And
Ingram
I mean, it's.
I think we were wrong on Ingram. I guess he does suck. I don't know what it is. That or he needs to get off that team because they don't use him. I feel like they need to use him in more of a Debo Samuel type of thing.
They got to do something with him. They don't utilize him.
He's huge
and
he's fast. Like, hand him the ball and just let him knock people over.
Mm-hmm.
If nothing else, just soften up that defensive line a little bit for Saquon. But it's hard. I want the Giants to win because then they'll jump to 5 wins. And if Seattle can continue to keep losing, just great news for us. But the Bears are just the Bears are at home, so they've got a better defense. They've got healthy running backs. They've got a healthy starting quarterback. I mean, you can't go with the Giants.
No.
No,
So, I mean, 10-9. 10-9 is a good score. I think maybe 14-10. 14-13. Giants will probably miss a point after and
It's going to be a boring game.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really rough. So, man, sure glad I'm not a Giants fan. That's got to be rough.
I can't imagine being a Giants or Jets fan. You guys just have it so rough.
It's getting better. There's light at the end of the tunnel, especially
It's
this draft
getting
show is
better.
going to be awesome. If you guys are watching, this year's draft show is going to be incredible. I mean,
Can't wait.
me and Jim, 4 picks in the top 10. Woo-hoo.
Can't wait. Go back and watch last year's draft show. It was great.
Yeah, just watch the
fun.
recap. I spent like 3 days trying to break a 3.5 hour show down into like a 30-minute segment, but it's pretty funny. So, let's go.
You guys have had top picks forever, and it just doesn't seem like it helps much.
No, it's like Seattle. They're like the developmental team for the Yankees. That's kind of what the Jets do. They just draft first-round players, develop them for a couple years, and then trade them
And
off.
let them go. Let them go.
Yeah, for lesser picks, except for Jamal Adams. Thank you, Seattle, for that one. But let's see where we're running out of time. All right, Jaguars Patriots.
So
what do we
let's
got?
see.
17 points.
Luckily, I
17
bet
point
them
favorite.
at 14.5. That's where I'm glad I bet them at. So Jacksonville, let's see. Right now, I'm looking at their depth chart. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, only 8 players out from their starting lineup. And it looks like another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more out of their backups. This should be a bloodbath. I'm expecting Shady, that defensive mind coach. They're only the worst ranked defense in the league. But anyways,
I don't think it's not chess. Like the coach isn't playing. The players suck. Like,
okay.
what's he gonna do? He's trying to play a chess game with all pawns.
So I think the Patriots should win by 21 points today.
That's it.
Well, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, the line is 17.5. I bet him when it was like 13.5. Thank God, before I knew all this. But I think a big day running. I hope they open up the book a little bit to let Mac Jones throw and kind of get into some sort of groove. Hold on, let's see. Let's get the ship, boys. Full PPR, flex 1, Pittman, Chase Edmonds, or Elijah Mitchell. I mean, I got to say, Pittman has been Wentz's pinky when he's in there. They are going up against Vegas. I don't expect a lot of throws, but let me see there.
Yeah, I'm trying to look and see what we've.
I mean, target-wise, Pittman has gotten in double digits, 2 out of the last 4. Edmonds against Dallas, right?
Yeah, but Connor still hasn't been ruled out yet. He's a game time decision. If he plays and you miss out, that's a late game too. So you can end up missing out on a lot if Connor ends up playing in this game. And then you missed Chase and Pittman in that one, like that doesn't leave you in a very good spot. So I would just rule him out completely.
And Elijah Mitchell, I mean, he's gotten the carries the last 3 weeks. He is questionable.
The thing is,
this is playing.
This is his first game back. He's been out for the last couple of weeks. So,
true.
True. Yeah, so it says he's expected to play as much as he can. Otherwise, it's the Jeff Wilson Jr. show. Because I was in this situation where I was planning on starting Wilson until I saw this news about Mitchell, which Mitchell could go in there, take one snap, and be like, "No, I can't do this," or he could run the show. Like it's so.
That's true. Mitchell has been
so questionable on what he's going to end up doing. So I think you're definitely down to a wide receiver.
And it's a PPR. I would say Pittman. I'd say Pittman.
You think Pittman?
Yeah,
or
I'm going.
Chase?
I'm going Pittman too.
Yeah.
Oh man,
They're going up against a tough Dallas D today, boy. That I don't know.
Who is?
Chase Edmonds.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even mess with Edmonds. Not if you if Connor plays, he's taking all the goal line carries there. But
I mean, he does get some love for receiving. I mean, he had 8
but you
receptions
can't.
last week and none the last couple weeks. I don't know. To me, I would go Pittman with that. I think that's the safe bet.
I'm leaning Chase, but I just feel like this is a game that those guys ball out in. But I think you got to go with a receiver here, Trey. Go with the receiver that you feel that you want to root for more than the other, because I think they're both money. I don't think you're going wrong either way here. I like Chase. They like Pittman. But I would definitely stay away from those running backs because there's too much questions. You don't know if Mitchell's going to be able to last through the game, much less the first quarter. And if Edmonds or if Connors plays, Edmonds is going to be worthless. And then you've missed out on the early games and can't flex anybody else in. So Pittman, Chase, let us know who you're going to plug in there. And also smash that subscribe button. Come back and join us each week. All right, so Patriots across the board. Is that what we're saying? Not too much to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
so
I can't
Shaney's
see
got a
the
question
I can't
there,
see
too.
Pats losing.
I need
Wait,
to start.
he has to start. Good luck today,
Yeah,
Trey.
Good luck, Trey. Win it all. Come back and let us know. I need to start Mitchell or Wilson as my second running back in a Super Bowl today. Oh my God. Actually, it doesn't matter. Like, just wait and see who starts.
Yep.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same game. So if news comes out that Mitchell's starting, you got to start him. But if he's out, then boom, he's easy plug and play there. But I would play it that way. If Mitchell's good enough to go, you gotta roll the dice with him, and hopefully he makes it through. But
Alex, I'm taking Chase because of the quarterback situation in Minnesota.
Yep, easy.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yep. Chase.
All right. So that goes across the board, and then what do we have left? Jets. We don't really need to talk about Eagles, Washington. Nobody really cares. Squeeze the Jets Bucks game in here. Do you think? What do you think Tom Brady does today, Jim? You didn't get to weigh in on this on our preview show, but is Brady gonna do what he normally does with all of his receiving core injured?
So he's 29-6 against the Jets. Evans with a hamstring. Brown has an ankle. Both of them
Evans is playing.
questionable.
They're
both playing, but they're not 100%. You don't have JPP and you don't have Shaq Barrett either on the defensive side. So Tampa Bay and Godwin, right? Godwin's out. 44 years old. I still think the Jets have no chance. I don't care. I mean, the Jets are sad that they knocked out Bledsoe years ago and even let Brady play at all.
That is true.
Right?
Thank you, Jets. Thank you, Jets.
Yeah, I mean, what would have happened if who was it, Mo Lewis? What would have happened if he didn't knock Bledsoe out? Would Brady ever have played? I wonder.
Who knows? Who knows?
I think Tampa wins, cover the spread, 14 points. I don't think the Jets have any chance. No.
Zero chance.
Zero.
Actually,
chance.
I'd say less than. Is there less than zero? Wasn't that a movie with Robert Downey Jr. where he died at the end?
Yes, less than zero. Very good. 1987, maybe.
Yes, great movie. The Jets have a better chance of winning than Robert Downey Jr. living through that movie.
Oh, that's great.
And if you watch Robert Downey Jr.'s life in that movie, an absolute train wreck.
Oh my God. You never saw that, Joe? Less than zero.
What's
Andrew McCarthy?
Great movie.
Less than zero.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Yes. Less than zero.
Oh, I thought you were using a line from from the movie.
Less than
that's
zero.
the name. Joe,
James Spader. Andrew McCarthy. Great movie. 1987, I think.
Yep.
Jamie Gertz, I think, is the girl in it.
Yes. Good one. Yes, Jamie Gertz. Great movie.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely have to look it up. But I
You
don't
can
think the
watch
Jets
that
have.
instead of the Jet game today.
I don't think they have a 0% chance of winning. So
No, they do, but that's okay.
there's a chance. There's always a chance. And like we talked about, if the Jets are going to win a game this year, this is the game I want it to be. It just one last chance to beat Tom Brady. Like, that would be outstanding. I mean, I don't see the Jets winning this game. Please don't get me wrong. But would I be happy if this one happened? I'd be okay with it. I don't want to win any more games. I want the low draft pick, but if we got to win one and we can knock Tom Brady off, I could stomach that victory. So, but I do agree with you. This is probably going to be ugly. So, all right, quickly, we got a couple minutes to go. Washington at Eagles. Who do you guys got?
Eagles.
Philly.
Gibson's
Okay.
out. Miles Sanders is out. Both running backs out.
Yep.
Eagles on a 3-game win streak. Eagles.
I like the Eagles too.
Yeah, I think Philly.
And then big one here, Rams Ravens. Rams traveling all the way across for an early game. Will my theory stand? No, you got
Normally I
everybody's
agree
going
with you,
Rams?
Joe. I don't
Lamar's
think
out.
today, though. Yeah,
No.
Lamar's out. Huntley's playing. I think Huntley will have a good game, but I just think
Yep.
it's way too much Rams. Sony
much
Michel's
to
running the
overcome.
ball well. Yep.
Yeah.
Rams win. Yep.
All right, that takes the early game. So we'll quickly run through the late games. Give me your wins and losses here. Broncos, Chargers. Alex, good luck with this one.
Chargers.
Broncos, because the Chargers always choke.
True.
Shit,
True.
do I
I'm saying,
wanted
I'm
to-
saying the exact opposite. Chargers because the Broncos choke. Bosa's
Ugh.
back. Eckler's back. Chargers win.
I think the Chargers win this one, but I will be wrong on that. I'm just letting you know. Texans, 49ers. Davis Mills, can he pull it?
Davis Mills against a rookie Trey Lance. It's 49ers.
49ers.
Yeah, I'm saying
okay.
49ers, but Davis Mills has been Texans aren't just a pushover anymore. They've been
No.
playing tough, and with
They have.
Garoppolo out, there's a chance. There's a chance, but I
Yep.
can't bet it. I can't bet it. San Fran.
I wouldn't bet it either.
I'm going to take the Texans in this one. I just have a feeling. I've got a feeling that I think that line at 13 is way too high for Trey Lance. That team is, the Texans team is shockingly.
Oh, I
deceitful,
wouldn't take the
guess. It's
spread.
just-
I wouldn't take the
No,
spread. I
no.
would-
No way.
But I think
No way.
I would take the Texans and the points.
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
There's a good chance they win.
I think
this
it'll be
game.
close.
All right, Cardinals Cowboys. Awesome afternoon game here.
I'm taking
do you
Dallas,
think?
man. Dallas at home. Arizona just hasn't looked right in the last month. They are slowly unraveling again when it comes down to crunch time. So I'm
So
going
sad.
Cowboys here.
I think they ride the momentum of last week and blow out in Arizona. I mean, I hate to see it, but what Dallas did last week, it finally showed the potential that they have. And they finally put some points up on the board. The defense is playing well, scoring points. I don't think Arizona has a chance.
All right, I'm going Arizona because this is not a home game for Arizona. So Arizona cannot win at home. They are 7-1 on the road. So I'm going to say that they get back to doing the right thing on the road. So, all right, Panthers Saints.
Yeah. I mean,
Saints.
who's home? Just tell me who's
Saints.
home. I don't even know. who's
Saints.
home.
Saints win
Okay,
at
I'm
home.
going New Orleans then. I'm going New Orleans. at home.
Darnold's starting too. So
Darnold starting. Yep.
Saints win.
Jesus. Boy, they started
All right.
3-0 too.
Yeah. And then Lions Seahawks. Do the fighting Lions have a chance?
They do. I just don't think they're going
Oh.
to win. I think it's going to be a very close, but I think Seattle comes out. I wouldn't bet a nickel on this game. None.
They lost to the
me
Bears
neither.
last week. So
That's
well,
what I'm
Goff is out
saying.
too, isn't he? I think
Yes.
Goff is out with COVID.
yeah.
So he's not starting. So Seattle, if Seattle
probably why
can't
they're
beat
gonna
the
win.
Lions
At
without their
home.
starting quarterback, just pack it in. I mean,
Oh,
I don't,
how
Seattle is
incredible would that
horrible.
be?
Seattle's horrible too. I mean, it went from 6.5 to 8.5.
Well, Goff
I
is
have to
officially
think
doubtful.
Seattle wins at home. They have to. They have to win at home.
They have
They
to.
have
So
to.
I'm going to say the Lions win this one.
That's right.
All right, and then we're all going Packers, obviously, in the late game, and then tomorrow night,
Absolutely.
Browns Steelers. Who
You know,
wins
I'm going
this?
only because of their running game.
Okay,
Only
Mid-tier-
because of their running game.
mid-tier bum fight.
Steelers win. Steelers win. Ben's last game in Pittsburgh. They're going to rally around that. Defense is going to shut down Baker. Steelers pull it out.
Okay. I'll go Browns just because it doesn't fucking matter. So, yeah. All right. So
Wait
that
a minute.
wraps it
And
up.
real quick, who is in first? I believe I am now. Jim,
I thought I was.
catapult you?
I find that hard to believe.
I am one of 6 right now. New England Pats homer. I have. Look at the standings before we get off. Actually, Joe's in second. Wait a minute. Jim did a couple weeks ago. Oh, no, you did. You just did terrible. I'm at 152. Joe's at 140. You're at 140. I don't think you put your picks in.
Yeah. Well, you're about to take the lead because I just looked and I didn't put my picks in.
I put mine in.
That's not
Make
good.
it too easy for me.
Well, congratulations,
Too easy
John.
for me.
You just won. So.
I got to win at something.
Anyway.
I got to win at something.
All right.
Wait
and
a minute.
since,
I had to have put my picks
Since
in.
everybody's off
From-
watching the games, good luck. We'll see you guys on the other side, and we'll keep
Yes.
talking about this offline. All right.
Peace
Later,
out.
guys.